Igbo leaders renew their push for Kanu's release, tax Onaeze President General on unity. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got in early this morning. As our headline for this morning says here, that Igbo leaders renew their push for Kanu's release, tax Onaeze President General on unity. Well, under this headline, it says that the Igbo leaders of Thought (LIT) has called on the federal government to unconditionally release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and address the infrastructural decay in the southeast. The leaders also pointed out the need for Igbo unity, urging the new Onaeze leadership to resist external influences. The resolution was made during an extraordinary meeting convened by Professor Alo Amuchukwu. LIT stressed the importance of sustaining Igbo unity and praised the election of Senator John Azuta Mbata, an Ikwere man, as President General of Onaeze NNAMDI. It said the meeting agreed that there must be serious sustainability of Igbo unity in all ramifications, especially what has been achieved by making an Ikwere man Senator John Azuta Mbata the President of General of Onaeze NNAMDI. ILT resolved to transcend the divisive exclusion of Igbo beyond the southeast of Nigeria for the integration of all Igbo outside the southeast and beyond. ILT congratulates the new Onaeze President General Senator John Azuta Mbata and his team. It urges them to keep Igbo first in all their programs. They should end the era of when outsiders from Igbo land dictate what happens in both Ala-Igbo and Onaeze. The leaders further accused security agencies of targeting Igbo youth unfairly, referencing the EFCC's actions in Oka and the government's indifference towards Fulani herdsmen attack. Igbo youths are being decimated in premeditated but orchestrated tenacious ways with impunity. EFCC torments mostly in the southerners, while northern boys bury hard currency in filing cabinets in their farms or escape the shores of the country, and nothing is being done about it. Well, on infrastructure in the southeast, ILT condemned the state of road and railway, describing them as reckless, abandoned since 1970. The group cited the recent fatal accident at Ugu Oyemana in Enugu, which claimed multiple lives. Road infrastructure in Ala-Igbo are recklessly abandoned. All road and railways have been denied. The southeast has been denied the southeast since 1970, and in some cases trapped off. These dilapidations of the road have led to uncountable and avoidable deaths on the road. We urge the federal government to expedite actions in making the road motorable and to remove the obstruction security checkpoint on the road. It strongly condemned the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pointing out that other separatist figures like Sunday Igboho and the leaders of the Mighty Allah remains free. ILT has washed the knees of what is happening in the country, especially as it relates to IPOB and its leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no doubt that under Muhammadu Buhari, Boko Haram, Mighty Allah and Fulani herdsmen held sway in the notorious killings and sacking of many indigenous people, while in the non-violent organization like IPOB was prescribed a terrorist. ILT, having observed everything going on and in line with the will of our founding president, Professor Ban Nwabweze, who had campaigned for unconditional release, urges the federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu (GCFR) to unconditionally release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu immediately. This will certainly lead to peace not only in the east but also in the whole of Nigeria. Well, at the event, the LSC announced the appointment of new leaders to guide the organization. Professor Alo Amuchukwu was named president with Professor Bart Nnaji as vice president and Professor Jerry Chidozie as secretary pending full elections. So that was said here concerning this headline today this morning, which says that Igbo leaders renew their push for Kanu's release and tax Onaeze President General on unity. I want to first hear it from me this morning, and if you're not a subscriber, the best you can do is to subscribe. Well, Onaeze NNAMDI, we all know Onaeze NNAMDI now. They've been calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu back to back and back to back and back to back. Well, this group called ILT, the Igbo Leaders of Thought, have called on the federal government and also the Onaeze NNAMDI to also renew their call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This is the first time I'm hearing that the ILT is calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but they also see the problems that is happening in the southeast at this point in time. Yeah, they're also seeing the problems that is happening in the southeast at this point in time, and everybody's talking about it. Nobody likes the way the southeast is at this point in time. Yes, nobody likes the way the southeast is at this point in time. Nobody. Well, the ILT made a lot of this, a lot of demands, saying that the state government will focus more on development. Yeah, you can see some railroads in the southeast have been abandoned since 1970, and all these things have caused a lot of accidents, and some of them have been pulled out. Like people are pulling out the rails from the railway that has been abandoned since 1970. That is just so, that is just so bad. Like seriously, that is just so bad. Well, the ILT also said that Nnamdi Kanu must be released in order to stop the insecurity in the southeast. Like, look at Buhari's tenor now. They said that people, Fulani headsmen, Mighty Allah, groups who have actually killed people, the Buhari-led administration did not label them as terrorists, but peaceful IPOB, they labeled IPOB as a terrorist, and that was very, very disturbing. And since the prolonged detention of Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of insecurity has been caused by that. You can see what is happening in the southeast. People are saying that the southeast now under siege because the massive insecurity in the southeast, like nobody can even understand it, but only one solution, and that is to release Nnamdi Kanu. Because no matter how many armies now one pack to the southeast, the armies are not even doing anything. They're just standing there. Yes, they're not doing anything. They're watching the way all these Fulani bandits are killing innocent Igbo youths. Yes, this insecurity has made a lot of people migrate away from the southeast to find safer locations elsewhere in the country. And the ILT and the organizing NNAMDI, they're not happy concerning it. And the ILT also congratulated the new organizing IGBO leader who is from Rivers State, because a lot of people are saying that Igbo is only five southeast states. No, Igbos is not just five southeast states. Igbos are in Calabar, Igbos are in Rivers State, and they like the fact that yeah, it is a Rivers State man who is now the president of organizing IGBO. That's to show that Igbos are also in other parts of Nigeria. True. That's true that Igbos are also in other parts of Nigeria. So no, people should just understand what they are saying before they come out online to say it. Well, the ILT and organizing Igbo together, they renewed their call for Nnamdi Kanu's release because they see it as the only solution to solve the insecurity in the southeast. And I myself, I see it as the only solution too, to also stop the insecurity in the southeast. I'm telling you, that is the only solution that the southeast need at this point in time. Nothing else, nothing more. I'm telling you. There are people who have advocated for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. If we just start counting people who have actually called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, we're not going to stay here today. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is not one that happened yesterday or one that happened last week. I'm telling you, a lot of people have contributed one way or the other to this case, but the federal government still don't want to release this peaceful man. What do you guys think? Tell me, drop your own comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button as we go down with the notification bell so that anytime of any new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.